Hi.
Is it morning already? I haven't even been to sleep yet.
Late morning. I haven't even been to sleep yet. Same blouse, same jacket.
No,
We're rocking. It's
I
all
forgot.
right. Nobody says we have to change. We're changeless beings. All right. So today is lesson 344. And sis, it's your turn.
My turn.
We pass the mic to you. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Lesson 344. Today I learn the law of love, that what I give my brother is my gift to me. Today I learn the law of love, that what I give my brother is my gift to me. Couldn't be clearer, could it? What I give my brother is my gift to me.
Well, if we're the same being,
Mm, mm,
for a while we really do think that we're separate. And we wanted separation so that I could put my guilt into you
mhm.
and keep us separate. So therefore, I don't recognize that the belief in sin is not in me. It's obviously in you because I put my stuff into you. Right? We offer it onto our brothers. Now, the recognition that what I've done to my brother, I really have done to myself. So when I give forgiveness to my brother, I'm giving it to myself. I'm forgiving what I've placed in my brother.
And myself.
That's right.
In other
Because,
words, what I've placed in myself.
yes.
Yeah. Thank
Yep.
you. Thanks,
We're
sis.
undoing the belief in separation through this.
This is your law, my father, not my own. I have not understood what giving means and thought to save what I desired for myself alone. And as I looked upon the treasure that I thought I had, I found an empty place where nothing ever was, or is, or will be. Who can share a dream? And what can an illusion offer me? What can an illusion offer me? Good question.
Hmm. Nothing.
It, nothing, that's right. Emptiness and more
Yes.
emptiness and more guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he whom I forgive will give me gifts beyond the worth of anything on earth. Let, let my forgiven brothers fill my store with heaven's treasures, which alone are real. Thus is the law of love fulfilled. And thus your son arises and returns to you. How near we are to one another as we go to God. How near is he to us? How close the ending of the dream of sin and the redemption of the Son of God. Today I learn the law of love, that what I give my brother is my gift to me.
Mm-hmm. So, what are we trying to fill our storehouses up with while we think that we are separate, right? Things in the world and status. And remember, we talked about yesterday about being an empty shell and trying to get externally to fill an inside emptiness, right? But all of that is an illusion, right? Because there's nothing out there, and we aren't the one that believes that he is empty. So while we're in this getting, separation and then getting, nothing is happening. And the ego always gives to get. Everything that it gives comes with, a string of expectations, attached conditions, resentment if it's not reciprocated. I mean, it's a total setup, right? But that's giving and having according to the laws of the ego. So we never knew what giving was while we were bound as mythical me. But now we're coming back and recognizing I and my brother are one. And my idea of separation, like what I give to my brother, I'm giving to myself. What I'm withholding from my brother, I withhold from myself. So what I mistakenly thought I placed in my brother, when I take that back to myself and forgive that, that's accepting, coming back to what, Nouk was sharing in that profound vision involving Hitler. She would have had nothing to extend to him if she had not first accepted her own innocence. And then the gift of innocence was shared with a brother, right? And then he has his breakdown, right? And so in that instant of the joining, the connection there, union is experienced, innocence is remembered, and that's holographic. Like the one son of the sleeping, the mind of the sleeping sonship, those ripples of light go out holographically to every mind that's open to it, to be healed. So that's a beautiful demonstration of this lesson. That's the law of love. I can only ever give to my brother what I'm first accepting about myself. Am I ego? Am I a body? Then I'm giving that same judgment to my brother. If I'm the Christ truly and want to know my innocence, well, that's the gift you give.
Yes, thank you. What just came up then was the blocked miracle impulse, which through the ego is rife throughout the dream. Yeah.
Yes.
And how much anguish and sickness and pain that it causes, that blocked miracle impulse, because it's interesting, when we really believe that we've been unfairly treated, then the effects of that are more self-attack in different forms. And one, of course, the body gets pulled into this majorly and becomes a witness used by the ego to witness to our brothers and sisters that that we have been unfairly treated and that they're guilty for it, right? And I think this happens a lot I know it happens in our special relationships all the time with our significant others, also with our children, right? And parents. Yeah.
Somebody's asking about, remind me, they don't understand the miracle impulse. The divine miracle impulse. So, God is mind, and God creates and extends itself to its ideas. And so that's all at the realm of spirit. Ideas are spiritual, they're not material. And so God is pouring forth itself to its ideas, you and I, as individuated expressions of God, not mythical me, the I of our being, the Christ, our true identity, the way that we co-create, the way that we commune with God is sending forth itself to our mind that we share with him, and we take that in our individuated expressions and extend that forth, right? So the light hits the transparency of my mind, and I'll take that love and I'll extend it in a certain expression. That same light will hit the expression of what we are calling Nouk, through the transparency or her individuated expression, and she sends it forth in a different way. But it's all God. So there's a divine impulse of creation being sent forth always. The communication's always going forth from God to the Son and out into creation. That's how we co-create with God. So that's flowing and that's natural. That's what is. But the mind that has fallen asleep and now believes it's a body and thinks it's in the world, that miracle impulse hits that mind and it deflects, it gets distorted. And so the mind grabs it and goes, oh, and it interprets it through the ego filter. So a pure loving impulse that's sent forth that wants to join, with creation through a body who thinks it's separate is going to interpret that as, I want to join with that body. Oh, this must be sex. This must be lust. This must be, it totally eclipses the original intent of true union without bodies, and it distorts it. And so what Sis is saying is that as soon as it hits the mind that thinks it's a body, it's deflected and it becomes all this gross self-attack and etc. Yeah.
Thank you, Sis, for explaining. Yeah.
Well, So to let that, our gift is letting that divine impulse extend through us undiluted, undistorted. We're forgiving the idea that we're mythical me, so that as the miracle impulse is brought forth, it stays pure and hits its objective, which means there's a holy instant, there's true union, there's a memory of oneness, miracles,
Mm.
healing flow, right?
Yep.
That's
Thank
the
you.
difference.
Thank you. Thank you. And because in my own experience in the past, before I knew all of this, I used physical pain and sickness to, again, to block the miracle impulse. I mean, it was, yeah, I used that in order to get something. And I think that's what we tend to do, is we don't realize that whenever we fall into the trap of believing that we need to get something from somebody,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually blocking the miracle impulse, which is our healing.
Yes.
Yeah. And one thing that I did learn through all of this, and it broke that really bad habit of desiring sickness, pain, etc., was joining with Holy Spirit. And instead of wanting to get something while I was in pain, I decided that I would give.
Yes. Beautiful way to bust it. Do the opposite.
Total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
give with, of course, no strings attached, because I was giving to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that would kind of unblock this whole ego desire for sickness
Yes.
and pain. Yeah. And so
And to
that's
do,
why these days I don't really have much at all of the sickness and pain
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could see like what you were mentioning about the special relationship, the mind that's fallen asleep and thinks it's a body, and then it uses pain and sickness as proof that it's a body.
Mm-hmm.
And then we surround ourselves with relationships that will be sympathetic so that they agree with you're a body and oh my gosh, that's terrible and you poor thing, right? Parent child worrying about your child, or being married, your spouse should wring their hands and be concerned. So there's so many layers on top of that distortion, and it's all to keep us body identified. We give separation to get separation from our brothers. That's the big agreement that we all made. But eventually holy relationship says, hey, I'm going to join with you so that when you are temporarily duped into believing that you're a body, or you're having symptoms that would suggest that you're a body, I'm going to join as a means to cut that off. And let's join, and with a purpose of allowing that miracle impulse to flow once again, like give it its correct purpose and its landing, which is in the memory of union. And that it dissolves sin and sickness, which is the belief in separation. So the holy relationship is the undoing of that rolling out of layers of sin and sickness. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, sis. That's where we have one truly common purpose with at least one other person, right?
Yes. Yeah.
To
Because we
bust
all
the
say
ego's ass, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not popular within the ego. It's like, if you loved me, you'd care about me. Well, I care about you so much that I will not bear witness to what's not going on. Yeah. It's good.
That's true love.
That is true love. Don't give me the other kind of love. I don't want that love. Don't crucify me. Set me free. Why don't you, babe? That's a song.
I just got it. Oh,
Sorry, guys, if you
I
don't know
love
it. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I'm dating myself to it. The dream. All
it.
right. Yes.
That's a good lesson.
Yeah, it was. Thanks, guys.
Today I learned the law of love, that what I give my brother is my gift to me. Yeah.
Hey, sis,
Yeah.
if you're going to live in the States, we're going to have to ask that you change the way that you say the word law.
How do you say the word law?
There's no R.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I see now. You pronounce it Lar.
No, you do. You say lar, lar,
Okay. Say the word again.
law. Say it like a Yank.
Lo.
No, LAW.
Say it again. One more time. Let me see.
It's not the lore of love, it's the law of love.
Oh, okay. It's the la of love. How does that sound, family? Do you love the la of love?
I don't know
I
about the lift of the.
I'm a la unto myself.
All right, good enough. We'll work on it. Okay. Well, we love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks for
Thank you
joining
for the
us.
laugh.
Yeah.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye.